Hi guys, this is Cecily. Happy 2023. I just wanted to take a minute and make a video real quick while we're just kind of hanging out waiting on storms to pass. We are under tornado watches, keeping an eye out for tornado warnings. I should really probably be cleaning house, but I don't want to. It'll be okay. Kids go back to school this coming up week, and I will have time to clean while they're not here. But like I said, I wanted to make a video real quick. I've been working on trying to be more consistent with the videos. I do like the shorts they have now because I can just put a real quick, like it's made to be short, so I don't feel bad that it's just a quick, hey, this is what's going on. So that's pretty neat, I think, that YouTube's doing. A bunch of other things are kind of goofy, but hey, it is what it is. It's what we got. Happy 2023. The main thing in my video, I wanted to do not quite resolutions, but like things we learned last year, going to bring into this year, things we might want to accomplish this year. One thing I learned last year that's going to be helpful this year, determinate versus indeterminate plants. Something I never really thought about or dealt with before. So determinate plants are predetermined how big they will get. Indeterminate, it's undetermined. They will grow however big they can. So when you're planning out a garden space, it's very helpful to know if it's going to be a certain size. Like, is this thing going to get to 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide? Or is this thing just going to keep growing until something stops it? It's very helpful information and something I will now know to check for because I didn't know that before. Because, you don't know something till you encounter it. Another thing I'm working on is knitting and crocheting. I am going to have a surgery later this month, and I will be kind of down for a couple of weeks. And since I know that's coming, I've been working on something I can kind of do with my hands, so I'm not sitting here going out of my mind because I like to be up and moving. So I've been working on getting down basic. These are knitting swatches I've been working on, so I can try to learn to follow a pattern. I know the basic stitches, but following a pattern I'm lost on. Crocheting, crocheting's a bit easier. I can make some basic crochet patterns, like these are little ornaments I made. Even started making like little wreaths for Christmas, so I can hopefully have something to do with my hands to keep me busy after my surgery. So knitting and crocheting is something I'll be doing more of probably this year. I might make a video or two on that if I make something I'm really proud of, or if anybody has any questions about it. Something else you'll probably see more of on this channel will be homeschool topics. When I was younger, like, people didn't really homeschool unless you were like had weird religious parents, or maybe if you had lots of money and your parents traveled a lot, or they traveled for work. But that wasn't even really homeschool then. That was, you had work packets from some sort of a church school, and you did them traveling around and mailed them back and got your grades. Now homeschool is way different, and when you look at homeschool statistics compared to how the economy is going now, it used to be, school kind of trained you your basics for basic jobs that the majority of the American workforce was going into. Well, now we don't have quite as many of those, and there's more entrepreneurial positions, there's more opportunities. There's a lot more room for creativity, and regular schools just don't have a lot of room for creativity anymore at all. And they're so focused on testing because of government standards that aren't really helping anybody when it comes to real life. As long as you're out of like the bottom 25% and have your basic literacy, those tests aren't really telling us a whole lot. So we're looking into homeschooling Elevie. I have one kid who's already graduated. Jessie's a senior this year. She doesn't even have any classes next year. And my son says he wants to stay where he's at in school. School is great. Some schools are better than others. Some teachers are better than others. I'm not trying to knock public school. It's where I went. It's where my older three went, like I said. But I think for Elevie, especially by the time she graduates, I want her to have more opportunities. And considering we live in a very rural area, most things don't reach our area until later. So it's not that the school's a bad school, it's they can only do so much with what they're working with and what government mandates are. So we're going to be looking more homeschool for that. Another thing, I forgot to get a piece, hang on. Alright, sorry. Another thing, I've been making like body products. This is body butter. They're really simple to make. I like trying to make my own things. That's one of the reasons I'm also into gardening. I want to do things myself. Chemicals aren't the end of the world. A lot of products that are mass produced are really good and really helpful, but I think some things we're just too reliant on some of them, and too much of them isn't really a good thing either. So I really like trying to make some of my own stuff, and it's just fun. So I'm making more my own products. So I might make some videos about that too if y'all are interested. And the last thing I want to do more of this coming up year is hiking and backpack type camping. We have a camper, which is, glamping. Like, that's a whole house going with us, which is neat. But I really want to do more backpacking, camping kind of things. So I'm going to look into that. Elavie, do you have something you want to say about this coming up year?
No.
Or anything you learned last year?
I was going to tell you something.
Can you wait just a minute? Do you want to ask YouTube too? No?
We need to bring these.
Okay. Like I said, there are tornado watches out. So Elavie is getting her things packed. We have a storm shelter we go to. That's also something I was thinking about making a video on if y'all are interested. Is storm preparedness. Some people aren't from the south. Some people aren't used to severe weather that we have out here. I usually just have, this is my hiking backpack, and it doubles as our storm shelter bag. Because I keep like a blanket, ponchos, some snacks, a flashlight that's rechargeable, and it has like the little chargy crank. So we can also charge phones off of that if we need to. Just little things like that that are handy for hiking, or if a tornado comes, we have to go to the storm shelter. So she's getting ready. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little, hey, welcome to 2023. I learned some things last year. I'm doing some stuff this year. If you guys have anything interesting that you learned last year or you're working on this coming up year, I'd be very interested to hear them. Just tag me. I love the new little tag feature. I think that's really neat. Tag me, or don't, if it's okay if you don't want to. Or if you don't have a video channel, if you're just watching this, feel free to comment below. I do try to look at everyone's comments. I don't get that many, so I get to reply to most of them, even the troll people, which are really amusing. But I hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year's. Elavie, do you want to say anything?
Last year I won these rewards from cheer. Literally.
She cheered last year and she hated it, but she practiced and she went to all the games until they started getting ready for competition. She didn't do competition. Here is her shadow box we made. They got a little wooden megaphone and a badge. It's not a badge. What is that? I can't think of the name of that. Y'all also comment what the names of these things are. But it's in her shadow box, and she's proud of them. She did great last year, didn't you?
Yeah. And I had real pom-poms, and I literally cheered. Fork it over. I hated it.
All right. I hope you guys have a great this year and enjoy what y'all do and don't hate your extracurriculars. Bye, guys. Say bye.
Bye.